Good morning and assalamu alaikum class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. And we are having our science lesson, and I am your science teacher, and we are doing unit number 2, keeping healthy. Okay, we have done in the last lesson about counting heartbeats. G, what does the heartbeat means? G, Ayan. Okay, good. The heartbeat means actually the pulse of heart. If you have remember that I have given you an activity, have you enjoyed it while doing it or not? Have you count your pulse or not? Okay, good. It means that you have enjoyed. Good, excellent. Now, if we talk about the pulse of the heart, we can able to count our pulse or not? Yes, we can count by putting the fingers on our wrist and close the eyes and now count your pulse. Feel your pulse and then start counting your pulse in a minute. And how many pulses are there in a minute? G, dummy. It is 70. 70 pulse beats per minute. In a healthy person, there are 70 pulses that are present in a minute. And we have also done about the pulse that is present in a day. In a day, how many pulses are there? How many times the heart beat? Okay, excellent. That is 1 lakh times. 1 lakh times. So, if you want to know the heartbeat in a week or 2 or a month, we can count it properly if you know the calculation of the math. Here there is a point of the calculation you have to do and you have to know it. And I know that you can do it. Okay, we have done about the pulse rate, and we can also discuss that there are the different if we are at the rest position, we having the pulse rate that is the 70, and if we are having an exercise, what does it happen during an exercise? क्या होता है? When you are having a pee और वहाँ से आप खेल के आते हो, you have enjoyed a lot, and when you come to the class, आपका सांस फूला हुआ होता है, बड़े लंबे आप सांस ले रहे होते हो, और when you are taking breathe in a very in that condition, in that way, when you are playing, your muscles are moving very fastly. When your muscles are moving very fastly, your heart also have to work very fastly. Why the heart has to work very fastly? Can anybody tell me? Which thing that the heart has to supply to all muscles or all muscles of the body, which is the required one? Yes, oxygen. The breathing rate जो आपको बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है ना, बहुत जल्दी आप सांस ले रहे होते हो, that means that the heart has to give the oxygen to what? To the muscles. Okay? The oxygen has to provide the heart has to provide oxygen to the muscles so that it can work properly. Okay? During the exercise and after exercise, if you will count your heartbeat, it is more than 70. Okay? Clear? Because at rest and after exercise there is a difference, because heart has to work a little more during the exercise. Clear? This is the last topic that we have done. That is a little recap of the last topic. I hope you have understood and enjoyed that exercise or the activity that I have given to you. Now we will move to the topic that we have to do today, that is the drugs and you. What does the word drug means? Have you any idea? Okay, can anybody tell me what the drug is? Okay, drug. जो हम यूज करते, नहीं नहीं। What are the drugs? Drugs are the substance that can affect your body. If your body is working in a normal way and you are using the drugs, drugs are those substances that can affect your body in the way your body is working, and it can disturb your body. Okay, and there are some drugs that can that are helpful for us, and there are some drugs that are not very very harmful for us. We can also say that there are some legal drugs and there are some illegal drugs. So if we want to explain the term of the drugs properly, we can say that the drug is a substance that affects the way your body is working, the way your body is doing your job, the job to survive. So we can say that the drug is a substance which can affect the way your body is working. Okay, and if we classify the different types of the drugs, so there are some drugs which are harmful, and there are some drugs which are very useful. Okay, useful drugs, there are some harmful drugs. Okay, if I will write here in the heading of the useful drugs the medicines, it is a little bit shocking for us that the medicine are also drugs. Yes, the medicines are called the drugs, but they are the type of the drugs that are very helpful for us. They can able to release our pain. It can help us to cure from the different diseases. Just like there are the different medicines that we are using in our daily routine, that are the Panadol or the paracetamol and Disprin that we are using in order to relieve our pain, our body pain. In sometimes we are using in order to relieve our the fever, swelling. We are taking different types of the medicines, and that are helpful for us. So that are also called, medicines are also called as the drugs, but that are the useful drugs, that are the legal drugs that we are using, that are not the illegal one. Okay, so there are another type of the drug that is the that having the substance that is the caffeine in it. Caffeine, which is a substance, caffeine के किस में मौजूद होती है? हमारी टी में, कॉफी में, that having a large amount of the caffeine present in it, and that is the type of the drug that can give us the pleasure, and we feel very good while taking the this type of the drug, and it can relieve us from the stress, and we are very after using it we can say that we are stress free. Okay. Now caffeine, and then there is another drug that is present in our cigarette. Cigarette is having what? It is having the nicotine in it. We can also say that it is the addictive drug. Addictive drug means what? Addictive means कि अगर आपको एक दफा जिसकी आदत हो जाए तो वो चीज़ आपसे छोड़ी नहीं जाती. For example, the nicotine and the simple example is of the cigarette. Cigarette having what? Cigarette body. It having the different things. It's smoke having the tar. It's smoke having the carbon monoxide that is very harmful. It can take the place of the oxygen that is present in our body. In our blood, our body needs the oxygen in order to do the work, in order to break up the food. But instead of that, the carbon monoxide takes its place. Cigarette having the carbon monoxide in it, it is very harmful for our lungs as well as for our heart. And if you will see the smokers that having a very bad smell, and it having the skin, the color of the skin is also changed, the nails, it having the अजीब से उनके teeth होते हैं, and the lungs are also not proper, not in a fresh form, that having the lung and the heart has to work very it has to do a double job in order to survive, because in the body the extra agent is moving inside it instead of the oxygen that already is present, and the carbon monoxide tries to take that place, and it is very difficult for the organs to fight with it. Okay, so if the smokers are also that are harmful for us, because if I am not smoking and I am sitting with a person that is smoking, so it is also not beneficial for me, because with the air the smoke is entering into my lungs, and it is saying the passive smoking. The one is the active smoking, the person which is smoking, that is the smoker, it is doing the active smoking, and the person which is inhaling that smoke that is suffering from the passive smoking. Also, it is very dangerous for the person that is sitting beside him. Okay, and there are some other harmful drugs, just like the alcohols, and there are also some drugs, that is the heroines, or the जिसको हम हीरोइन कहते हैं, चर्च और अफ्यून, इस तरह की जो चीज़ें होती हैं, that is very dangerous for our body, because it can having a very negative effect on our body organs. Sometimes it can collapse our arteries or the veins, our blood supply disturb हो जाता है. Sometimes if we the person is addicted to the alcohol, it can move to you in another world. आपका nervous system जो है become very slow down, and it is not working properly, and you have no senses about anything, and you are not working as a person that are doing the social activities, and if the person that is using the alcohols are out of his mind, or his or her mind. Okay, so all the harmful drugs are very dangerous for our life also, and it can also damage our internal organs that are working, whether that are the lungs, liver is also damaging, either with the useful drugs. If we are very become addicted to the useful drugs, just like अगर हमें थोड़ा सा ही पेन हुआ, सर दर्द हुआ, हमने जल्दी से गोली दो पैराडोल ले ली, और हमने इतना उसको रूटीन में बना लिया that we have become used to it, so it is slowly and gradually it is destroying our liver, because in the liver that the medicine is to be break down, and slowly and gradually it is damaging our internal organs. If we are using in a large amount the useful drugs, we are using in a large amount. Okay, the harmful drugs का जो बुरा इफेक्ट होता ही है हमारी बॉडी में, मगर sometimes there are some side effect of useful drugs also. Okay, so in order to take the medicine, you should be so much conscious and so much careful that you should take the right medicine and the proper medicine of the proper disease, so that you should be cured from it, and you should not be become a part of the harmful drugs, because it is very harmful socially, mentally, and from the health point of view also. Okay, so this is the topic that we have done. Now I am doing a quick recap, review of the topic that today we have done about the drugs. Drugs are those substances which can affect the way your body is working, and if your body is working very calmly and smoothly, and you are become the used to of the harmful drugs, you are start taking cigarette, or you are becoming the used to of alcohols, it is very dangerous for your body, and the systems that are working inside your body, it is very harmful. Okay, and if there are some drugs that are useful, and in the useful drugs the medicines are also included, and we can say that all the medicines are called the drugs, but all drugs are not called the medicines. This is the statement we have to think about it carefully, कि सारी medicines drugs तो होती हैं, लेकिन सारे drugs जो है वो medicines नहीं होती हैं. We didn't say that all the drugs are useful for us. Okay, so now it's time for your homework. I am giving some questions to you and you have to do the homework. Okay, the questions are: first question is define the term drug. The next question is how medicines are useful for us. What are the different side effects smokers have after using cigarette? These are three questions. Okay, the first one is define the term drug. You have to give the definition of the drug and also give the example of it, and also give its example. I will write it down. Examples. Okay, the next question is how medicines are useful for us. If the medicines are the drugs, and how it is useful for the human being. The next question is what are the different side effects smokers have after using the cigarette? We have already discussed now that after using the smokers, when they are using the cigarette, there are many side effects they are having or the facing. their lungs are not working properly, they having a very dull skin, and there are the stains in the teeth, on the teeth and the nails, and the fingers have become yellow, and they having a very bad smell and the bad breath. That all are the different side effects. And also the internally they having the damaging their organs also. You have to write down in the points. And I hope you have understand the topic properly, and if you have any question and the queries, you can take the help from the internet or the video lesson. It's your own choice, and it's all from my side. Allah Hafiz.